Provision in the Bible rarely looks the way we expect it to. When many people think about God providing, they imagine sudden breakthroughs, financial overflow, or visible reward. But Scripture often presents provision as something quieter, slower, and deeply tied to responsibility. The story of Boaz and the harvest fields, found in Ruth chapter 2, shows us a form of biblical wealth that does not announce itself loudly, but reveals itself through integrity, protection, and faithful stewardship. Boaz is introduced as a man of standing. He owns land, he oversees workers, he has resources. But the Bible does not introduce him by emphasizing his wealth. It shows us how he carries it. When Boaz comes to his fields, the first thing we notice is not his authority, but his posture. He greets his workers with kindness. He acknowledges them. This small detail is intentional. Scripture is showing us that biblical wealth does not separate a person from responsibility. It deepens it. Boaz is present in the work. He is aware of what is happening on his land. He is not removed from the people who labor there. This matters because stewardship in Scripture always involves awareness. At the same time, Ruth enters the story from a very different position. She is a widow. She is a foreigner. She is vulnerable. And she is working not to build wealth, but to survive. The law allows Ruth to glean behind the harvesters. This provision is already an act of God's mercy built into His law. But the way people respond to that law reveals their hearts. Boaz notices Ruth. He does not exploit her vulnerability. He does not ignore her presence. He responds with protection, instruction, and generosity. This is where the story begins to teach us something important about biblical wealth. Boaz does not see provision as something to hoard. He sees it as something to steward. His wealth becomes a channel through which protection and dignity flow. He instructs his workers not only to allow Ruth to glean, but to ensure her safety. He tells them to leave extra grain for her intentionally. This is generosity guided by responsibility, not impulse. Boaz does not reduce Ruth to charity. He honors her effort. He acknowledges her faithfulness. He allows her to work while ensuring that provision meets obedience. This balance matters. Biblical provision is rarely passive.